Welcome to La Doula Rachel YouTube channel, where we empower and inspire women to have a positive birth experience. My name is Rachel. I'm a doula. I coach and I educate women through the ups and downs of pregnancy, labor, birth, and postpartum. Today, I'll be reading a birth story from my book, Amazing Birth Stories of Modern Black Women. This book is a free downloadable ebook that you can find in the description box of this video. Make sure you get it today. Real positive birth stories are one of the most encouraging ways to improve your confidence. And this is the reason I put this project together. I want to thank all the women that volunteer to share their birth experiences for others to be inspired for their own births. If you like this story, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'll be reading stories week after week. And follow me on Facebook and Instagram for birth education, birth tips, and much more. You can also book me for all your pregnancy, birth, and postpartum support needs, either virtually or in person. So now, let's get into the story. This is the story of Kiara, and it happened in Georgia, USA. This was my second free birth with my sixth child. I chose to birth unassisted due to the past trauma in the medical system. I felt safe and protected birthing my babies at home. I was measuring about 37 to 38 weeks when I woke up at 3:30 a.m. with steady contractions that I was unable to sleep through. I decided to take a warm bath in hopes that my contractions would stop. I hesitantly nursed my youngest, who just turned 14 months old. He had been cluster feeding for the past few days and aversion was hitting me hard. Once he was content, I ran a bath and tried to relax between contractions as much as possible. It felt like my contractions were letting up, but little did I know I was in my resting period before transition hits. Starting to feel dehydrated, I went downstairs to get water and fruit. By the time I got back upstairs and in the tub, the contractions were becoming consistent again. I started to clench my toes and sway with each wave that was bringing my baby to me. It finally dawned on me that this was real labor. No amount of relaxation, Epsom salt, and warm water were going to stop baby from coming. I got out of the bath to wake my husband so he could prepare my birth space. I was planning on a water birth, but my pool didn't even come in yet. So I decided to build a nest next to our bed like we had with our last unassisted birth. Once my husband got out of the bed, I was no longer able to control the urge to push. I told my husband, "The baby is coming now." Since we didn't have a space prepared, we went back to the bathtub. My husband by my side for support, fetal ejection took over. On all fours, my body pushed through 2 contractions and baby's head was out, along with my water breaking. There was an immediate relief of pressure. I lifted up into a squatting position while still resting on my knees. One more surge and baby was born at 5:19 a.m. I reached around and brought baby to my chest. We had foregone all prenatal gender tests and spiritually trusted in my body, baby, and ancestors to guide me. Baby went to immediately crying and silently observing. My husband stated it was a girl. We moved to the bed and baby girl latched for her first feeding. I continued to have contractions from the placenta working to detach. My labor being so fast, I needed to rest, so my husband got my tincture, food, and water. Once I felt rested, about an hour later, I got on the floor and squatted to birth the placenta. I dreamt that her name would start with an A. My oldest stated Amaya, so I asked baby girl if she liked the name, which means night rain. That night, it did rain, so Amaya it was. This was a very free, healing, and relaxed pregnancy and birth. Being able to spiritually connect with my baby, no fear, worry, or judgment. I was very educated and confident in my decision. I hope that all mothers can feel this empowered in using their voice, that roar to speak and protect our babies and bodies. The motherly intuition that is a part of our being will never forsake us. Listen to that voice. Thank you so much for listening to the story. Again, my name is Rachel, And you can follow me at La Doula Rachel on Instagram and Facebook and on YouTube. So I'll be reading one of those stories every week. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the story. And if you want to send me your birth stories, you can do so at ladoularachel@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one.